Okay, we're going to start by doing a low bun hair tutorial. And this is middle parting, so you want to get in line with the nose, take your comb, the end of the comb, and pull it all the way down, get a nice crisp line, split it apart, and brush it to the side. Okay. And take a little bit of hair gel, whatever one you use. I prefer the Got To Be Glued hair gel. It's really good. I also use their hairspray. Make sure you've got baubles to hand. And flatten this down nice and tight to the head. And then comb through so it's nice and tight. Trying to get rid of any bumps or any flyaways at the same time. Bring it all together into a ponytail, low ponytail. Aiming for the centre of where your line ends. The tighter you keep it to the head, the neater it'll be.
And the harder it will be to get out.
Yeah. Okay, take your ponytail, nice and low. There you have. And if you were doing just a low pony in a middle shed,
That's how it look.
that's how it'd look, and you put your bows or whatever in. See, nice tight line. And then you can just add a little bit of
Literally glued to my head.
hairspray, keep it nice and tight, get rid of all the flyaways. And use one of these brushes to smooth it over.
Oh my god, those brushes are so satisfying.
Try not to drop it on the floor, of course. And this will get smooth all your little flyaways down as well. Moving on to the bun. Obviously, depending on the colour of your hair or the thickness, you can get different coloured buns. Rose likes us to use the middle-sized ones.
Holly will need the blonde one, Katie will obviously need the dark one. Yeah, like that.
You can kind of get away with, she can kind of get away with either because she's got brown but with light bits at the bottom. Okay, so put the bun in like this. Get your child to put their head down as far as they can and then split it around. You can use your comb just to smooth it down.
Maybe we'll go to one now.
Try and evenly distribute the hair around the bun so that you don't see any of the bun underneath.
Easier when you have long hair.
Then I take some of these little elastics. You can get them clear ones, you can get brown ones, you can get coloured ones, doesn't really matter because you're not going to see them anyway.
Clear, better.
I usually use 2. What I'll do is I'll squeeze them over the bun so it keeps it nice and tight. Then get her to lift her head up, as you can see. It's quite tight there. A nice donut shape. And depending on how much hair they have and how thick it is, you can either split them into 4 plaits or 2 plaits. So, just for this tutorial I'm going to do 4. Normally I can get away with 2 because although she's got quite long hair, it's quite fine. But if you've got quite thick hair, even if it is short, I would recommend splitting it into 4 plaits because then it'll get a lot neater. Yeah, Katie in particular. And Miley as well, I think she's got quite a lot of hair.
Yeah.
So we'll split it into 4. We'll try and take almost equal parts.
The
what I'll do is then I'll just take each section and just put it into small plats. Just doesn't have to be mega neat, just nice little plats. It keeps the bun tighter and it's easier to pin in. You use less Kirby's as well this way.
Also, make sure you get bun Kirby's.
Yeah, I've got them anyway. I was going to show them. So I'll plait each of these sections down. Once I get to the end, I put in a little clear elastic just to keep it nice and tight.
Or brown, as you have.
Whatever elastics you have, yeah.
Coloured, I would recommend.
It doesn't really matter. You're not going to see them. I'll take one of my elastics and just put that in the bottom of the bat. Try not to snap the elastic. Put them on. I've got plenty anyway. And then another one. Pretty sure you probably all know how to plait, but it's literally just split it into three. I'll show you with the furthest away one just in case you don't. Most people know how to do a plait anyway, but it tends to be Dutch plaits and French plaits that people are not quite sure of, but a basic plait is quite easy to do. But in case you don't, okay, you take your section of hair, split it into three smaller sections as equal as possible, and you cross one over into the centre, then you cross your other piece into the centre and continue to do that. So alternating sides, so left, right, left, right, left, right. Always going back into the middle, just crossing it over, left and right. And again, take another elastic. If you're doing two plaits, you don't need this many elastics, but they keep the hair a lot tighter and neater, and then you're less likely to have fallouts and things like that during competitions, or a million Kirby's popping out the head. So if you use more elastics rather than Kirby's, it tends to be better, tighter, and you don't have that issue then. Can't imagine it'd be much fun for the girls if they trying to dance and stand on a million Kirby's. And another trick I'll show you, a lot of people just put these around and then Kirby them in as best they can. But I tend to wrap them around and then join them together with another elastic first and then tuck it in. Again, another way to use less Kirby's and to keep it really secure and tight. So what I'll do is maybe pop your head down slightly. So you've got your 4 plaits. I'll take one and I'll go opposites. So I'll crisscross them around until they meet again, obviously depending on the length of the hair. You might be able to crisscross it twice. And then I'll just put in a little elastic and bring these together. tight. Okay, and then you'll only have that one little piece that you need to pin in. You can do the same with the, or you could tuck it in. Just as works just as great. Okay, and again, same idea. What I'll do is I'll take another little elastic here. Again, as you can see, that's super tight already. I can tuck that in, and you can put a couple of bun grips in, but you can obviously once you finish doing that, hairspray, take your smoothing brush, smooth the bun over, make sure all the wee wispy bits are gone. One's at the front. Try to get rid of them and all. Bit OCD with things like that. And these as well.
Ow! Pull at my baby hair.
She's just dipping now, don't worry. And then what I tend to use is, these are your bobby pins, but they're the ones for
Looks so shiny.
Can't actually get into this packet. It's the new ones. I think I've got some in the other one as well. The odd one.
Can I stand it up to stretch
Hold
my
on.
back? Oh.
And then so I'll just take them in, and the bit where the little bit joins in, I'll actually push it in, and then down. Joining it onto the plaits so that it's nice and secure. That's the only one that I've got in there. There's another one. You'll see them. They're slightly wider than the average bobby pin. So you get your bun ones and your normal bobby pin.
The bun ones are less painful.
So I'm going to pull this over so that you can see. Right, so what I tend to do is I tend to go in, and I'll grab some of the plait, and then I'll see that, got some of the plait in, and then I'll push it in. Nice and tight. Let me see. One more.
I'm going to be sitting in this chair for a decade.
There we go. That's only 3 pins. 3 pins, and it's going nowhere. Do that with your head. See? Nice and tight. Nice and neat.
Now my
Nice
head hurts.
On your head. And we'll get a better view of it. See? See all the little pats crisscross around. There we are. One middle bun. Done.
Yeah.